Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and doing your studies at your home. So, this is your subject teacher of science, and today I am here with a explanation of new chapter number 10, environment from your textbook. So, students, take out your textbook and stationery item along with you. Let's begin the class. In this video, we are going to cover the topic environment, atmosphere, and importance of atmosphere. So, are you ready? Okay. Environment is everything that makes up the surrounding of a living thing. It consists of living things and non-living things. The environment also includes the sun and the weather of the place we live in. Students, the environment is made up of both man-made and natural elements. The natural features of the environment such as air, water, land, soil, plants and animals are referred to as natural resources. And natural resources are seen as natural gifts to man. So, environment includes the sun and the weather of the place we live in. Now, let's discuss about our first topic, that is atmosphere. The thick layer of air around the earth is called atmosphere. It is composed of multiple layers. There are layers in our atmosphere. And in this topic, we are going to discuss about them. But let's discuss about the importance of atmosphere. It has oxygen, which we use in respiration. It has carbon dioxide, which is used in photosynthesis, and it has ozone layer, which protect us from ultraviolet rays. So students, there are layers in our atmosphere that are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, exosphere, thermosphere. So let's discuss about them. First one is troposphere. This is the thick layer closest to the ground. It's where all the weather happens, like rain, snow, clouds, and the air we breathe are in this layer. As you go higher in the troposphere, it gets colder. So students, this is the layer closest to the ground, where all the weathers happens, like rain, snow, clouds, and the air we breathe are in this layer. As you go higher in the troposphere, it gets colder. Troposphere is about 6 miles away from the earth. Now let's discuss about stratosphere, the next layer of atmosphere. This is where airplanes fly, and it's also where the ozone layer lives. The ozone layer is like a protective blanket that helps block the sun harmful rays, that is UV rays. So students, this is where aeroplanes fly, and it is also where the ozone layer lives. The ozone layer is like a protective blanket that helps the earth to block the harmful rays that comes from the sun. Next is Mesosphere. It is really high up and very cold. This is where meteors burn up when they enter the Earth's atmosphere, creating shooting stars. The students, mesosphere is high up and very cold. This is where meteors burn up when they enter to the Earth's atmosphere, creating shooting stars. Is that clear? Next is exosphere. This is where the Earth's atmosphere gradually blends into space. Satellites and the other spacecraft hang out in the exosphere. So students, this layer is where the Earth's atmosphere gradually blends into space. Satellites and other spacecraft hang out in the exosphere. Next layer is thermosphere. So students, in this layer, temperature rises very rapidly with heat. The ionosphere is a part of this layer, and this layer helps in radio transmission. And this is about 372 miles away. Now here, fun activity time. Atmospheric art. Draw or paint scenes that depict the different layers of the atmosphere. You can use different colors, shapes and symbols to represent each layer's unique characteristics. This artistic activity helps reinforce knowledge about the layers while allowing creativity to flourish. So this is activity related to this chapter that is given here. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is soil and its distinct layer. So students, do you know how soil is formed and what is a soil? So soil is the outermost layer of the earth crust. The primary rock is broken into finer particles by prolonged weathering. These particles contain several minerals. The wind carries these particles from one place to another. Soil has three distinct layers referred to as soil profile, and these layers are topsoil, subsoil and bedrock. Students, the formation of a soil is a long process. It takes thousands of years for just an inch of soil to form. The force of water and wind changes in weather breaks the rocks into very small pieces called soil. As you know that millions of years ago, when there was no soil on earth, the earth was full of big rocks. The sun heated up those rocks and the rain cooled them. This heating and cooling over thousands of years broke down the big rock into small rocks, and the smaller rocks continued to break down and form tiny particles of soil. So students, these particles contain several minerals, and wind carries this particle from one place to another. And soil has three distinct layers referred to as soil profile, and these layers are topsoil, subsoil and bedrock. Now let's discuss about them. First is topsoil. So it is the topmost part of the soil profile, and it contains fine sand, clay, water and air. It supplies all necessary nutrients to the plants which grow on it. It is usually rich in humus and minerals. Look at the given picture. This is a picture of soil profile. So topsoil is the topmost part of the soil profile. which contains sand, clay, water, and air, and supplies all necessary nutrients to the plants which grow on it, and usually rich in humus and minerals. What do you know about humus? So humus is the organic remains of plants and animals which also get mixed with soil, and it is dark colored soil present over the topsoil and is very fertile. Second layer of soil is subsoil. So it is a second layer of the soil profile. It contains large particles, and this portion contains little organic matter, water, and minerals. Tap roots of bigger plant can reach in this layer. Next, the last layer, that is bedrock. It is a base of the soil profile which is made up of large pieces of parent rock. This layer has a very little water. Roots of plants never reach this layer. When we collect soil samples anywhere from the topsoil, we find 5 basic components in it. Those are minerals, humus, water, air, and few living organisms. So this was about the soil and its distinct layer. In our next video we will discuss about the remaining topic of this chapter, and I hope you understood all the topics very clearly by the help of this video. Now your turn to study it and grasp it. Thank you, students.